Hello, crewmates and cruise addicts. Hey, this is GFree, your cruise therapist, with your daily boarding call for Friday, August 14th, 2026. Welcome aboard today's boarding call, where we unpack the latest cruise and travel headlines without charging you an overweight baggage fee. Although, after today's carnival story, you might want to make sure your shoes actually made it into the suitcase. Coming up, Tropical Storm Layla is forcing two cruise ships to change their Hawaiian plans. Carnival has more up with a new way of handling all of those shoes cruisers have left behind. And an American airline flight had passengers watching flames burst from an engine after a bird strike. Thankfully, everybody made it back safely to the ground. Crewmates, grab your coffee, grab your boarding pass, and apparently count your shoes because it is time for today's boarding call. First up, Mother Nature just rewrote two Hawaiian cruises. If you're cruising to Hawaii this weekend, this is the story you need to know. Tropical Storm Lala is approaching the Hawaiian islands, and Norwegian Cruise Line isn't taking any chances. Two ships have already changed their plans. Pride of America, which normally sails year round from Honolulu, is returning to Honolulu earlier ahead of the storm. Meanwhile, the Norwegian Spirit has canceled its final two Hawaiian port calls, also heading into Honolulu early. Why? Because Tropical Storm Lala was strengthening Thursday night and was forecasted to approach the big island of Hawaii this weekend, bringing the possibility of strong winds, damaging surf, and torrential rain and flooding. And crewmates and cruise addicts, this is exactly why cruise itineraries sometimes change. The captain isn't sitting on the bridge saying,
You know what? Let's be fun today. Let's disappoint 4,000 people.
no. When severe weather starts knocking on the door, the captain says,
Hey, we're going the other way.
and that is exactly what you want them to do. For travelers aboard these sailings, port of calls may be disappointing to miss, but safety comes first. Mai tais, waterfalls, and that excursion you booked 6 months ago. So if you're sailing to Hawaii right now, keep watching communications from Norwegian Cruise Line and follow local emergency guidance. Mother Nature does not accept reservations. Now, from storm trackers to sneaker trackers, Carnival Cruise Line apparently has one question for passengers. Why do y'all keep leaving your shoes on the ship? Carnival has partnered with Sneaker Impact, an organization that collects used footwear for reuse and recycling. Going forward, unclaimed shoes left on board Carnival ships can now be collected and sent to Sneaker Impact's facility in Miami rather than simply being discarded. Guests and crew can also donate shoes, and I love this because somebody gets off the ship, flies home, unpacks, and suddenly screams, "Where my damn Crocs?" But baby, your Crocs may be starting a whole new life. They've moved on, they found purpose, they're healing. Let it go. And let them go. But seriously, it's a clever way to keep unusable footwear out of the landfills and potentially giving those forgotten shoes another life. So, before leaving your cabin on debarkation morning, check the safe, check the bathroom, check under the bed, and please check your feet. Now, heading from the cruise terminal to the airport. Crewmates and addicts, this next story sounds frightening, but thankfully, it has a safe ending. On Monday, American Airlines Flight 1760 took off from Myrtle Beach International Airport from South Carolina, heading to Charlotte, North Carolina. Shortly after takeoff, the Boeing 737 800 reportedly encountered birds. Passengers and people on the ground captured the video showing bursts of flames coming from the aircraft's left engine. The pilot declared an emergency and returned to Myrtle Beach. And this is the most important part. The aircraft landed safely and no injuries were reported. American Airlines took the aircraft out of service for inspection and moved the passengers onto another plane to continue to Charlotte. Mates and addicts, imagine looking out the window and seeing flames. I don't care how calm the flight attendants look. I'm already mentally reviewing every promise I ever made to God.
Lord, remember when I said I was gonna stop ordering shoes online?
So, today is the day. But this incident also showed why crew trains repeatedly for emergency. But this incident also shows why the crew trains repeatedly for emergency. The pilots recognized the problem, declared the emergency, returned to the airport, and landed the aircraft safely. That is the part of this story worth remembering. The aircraft landed safely. So, for the travel tip of the day, today's Hawaii story gives us the perfect travel tip. When severe weather threatens your cruise, don't rely only on the original itinerary you printed months ago. Check your cruise line app, email, and text alerts frequently. Ports can change, arrival and departure times can change, excursions can also change, and sometimes an entire itinerary can shift because of weather. If you've booked an independent shore excursion, make sure you understand its cancellation policy before leaving home. And always pack your flexibility. It doesn't weigh anything, so TSA cannot charge you for it. So before we go, mates and addicts, which of today's stories got your attention? Would you be disappointed if your Hawaii cruise skipped two ports because of a tropical storm? Or would you say, Captain, take me wherever it's safe? Let's talk about Carnival's new shoe program. Have you ever gotten home from a vacation and realized you left something behind? And finally, if you looked out an airplane's window and saw flames coming from the engine, could you stay calm? Because I already know my answer. Absolutely not. I would be calm on the outside, but internally, baby, I would be holding a full emergency church service in seat number 17A. Drop your answers in the comments. Again, hey, I'm GFree, your cruise therapist. Follow the Cruise Therapy Podcast group on Facebook for more cruise news, travel alerts, destination trends, and of course, cruise therapy. Until our next therapy session, keep calm, keep cruising, and keep listening, and I'll see you aboard the Carnival celebration. Meet me over in Fahrenheit 555 for dinner and order me the prime rib. Now, the important question is, what are you having? Because if somebody says they're ordering a salad, mates and addicts, we may need another therapy session. Thanks for listening. Bye.